Hey, thanks for checking out Pure Delusion. I'm Second, and pretty much this video is about the current events with Dope Boy Troy, real rapper named Troy Ave. So pretty much recently he had an interview on The Breakfast Club, which he got a lot of slack from. A lot of people saying he's overdoing it, he's not really a gangsta, a lot of extra things that were just kind of thrown into the loop about who this man is. And I just got to say, when you look at Troy Ave's catalog from the start, he is not your traditional current age artist. He definitely more has an old soul. Now for myself, I grew up in an era where, being more of a legitimate gangsta was profitable in the era of Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z, Master P. And today's artistry, what you hear now is everyone's a user, so everyone's on lean, they're on Xans, perked up, and that's the cool thing to do because it's going to enhance the party in what you're going to have with your friends. And I'm not sitting here trying to be like, oh man, get off my line and this music's bad, because it's not like I'm sitting not listening to Shy Glizzy and other new age artists as well as Troy Ave. But I just the point of reference, just understand that everyone isn't built the same way. Everyone isn't about using. If you listen to any of Troy Ave's music, he's definitely not going to sit here and tell you about doing this or doing that. He's more of a following the 10 crack commandments for those of us that know what that is. Now, when you look at this man and the situation that he's been through, there's obviously a hit out for Troy Ave. I mean, not only was there a shootout at the Irvington Plaza, then you had an assassination attempt on his life when there is a woman in the car with him. And people say like he went too far, the story was too amped up. Like, how can you tell another man what he saw and what he experienced when someone was trying to take his life? Secondly, in this new age of love and hip-hop, you're telling me someone wouldn't want to cut this young woman that was in the Maserati with him a check to expose Troy Ave for the fraud that he really is? Let's just be honest here. Like, there's a lot of money and people that are getting a lot of big checks for things that really aren't even relevant. This young lady could be a huge success, and I would think it would be an interesting storyline on any of these reality television shows. But Troy Ave, that's not what we're dealing with here. I think people are trying to classify him as something he's not. Now, I'm not going to say Troy Ave comes across, as like a Pac, the whole new Pac thing, which he's trying to do. But I do understand someone tried to take him out and he survived it. And you could even say 2 attempts. I mean, we all know what happened with Pac. They tried to get Pac twice and he survived it. Troy Ave sees a similarity there. So for the people that just want to expose him and say, he's glorifying this and a real gangster doesn't say this and that. Number one, he's an artist. Let's get that straight. Number two, when 50 Cent got shot up and was shot 9 times, everyone thought he was the hardest thing ever walking around. He grew up in this era. He witnessed these guys be, braggadocious about these incidents in which they lived through. He lived through this, and yet he lived through this, and he shouldn't be able to talk about it. He shouldn't be able to share his experience. Like, I just don't understand the hate for this young man. Now for him, walking in the court, got the fur on, the whip bake weight again hat on, the bulletproof vest. One thing, I understand the vest. If people are coming at me like that, I get it. I understand the vest 100%. They are trying to make now, I don't even want to say an example out of him, but they want this man dead for whatever reason. Everything else, it's flair, it's hype. Yeah, he wants the hype. Yeah, he wants you to see, look how he showed up to court. Like, and most people I would think in that apparel, they're like, man, like he really is like, showing like he's out here. Like, you can see he is ready. He's a young bull that's strapped up, 100% walking into the courtroom. That is not your normal court attire. Another thing that I think people are forgetting is, let's just put yourself in this situation. You're facing 20, 30 years in jail. Are you going to show up to court like that if you really did something wrong? No. You're going to sit there and show up with a suit, everything that you can to try to impress the prosecution, the judge, everybody. You want them to say like, oh man, this is a stand-up guy. Make them question why they even have you here and what they're trying to charge you with. But no, he's showing up, in that attire because he's just like, I know I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything wrong. And on top of that, I'm representing 100% of who I am. I'm Troy Ave. At the end of the day, this man is risking his freedom walking in here like that. So are we just going to sit there and look at Troy Ave and say like, oh, well, you're an idiot for showing up to court like that and blah, blah, blah. And he's just doing this as a publicity stunt? I don't think people understand when you're authentic, you're authentic. And I think what we're looking at with Troy Ave is an authentic gangster. you gotta respect it. He's lived through this. It doesn't matter if you like his music. It don't matter if you like him. You don't end up in these situations if you weren't in a situation. And for those of us that know what that means, you understand. So Troy Ave isn't just some, made up story and he's trying to hype it and talking about things he never did or bang guns he never did. There's obviously some truth in the whole Troy Ave situation, and that's pretty much it. Like, salute Troy Ave. I hope you find yourself innocent, you find your freedom, my brother, and everything else. But all the hate on Troy Ave, I just don't understand it. Doughboy Troy, go download it. I think it's a hot mixtape. I look forward to hearing New Pac. Definitely not one of my favorite artists. I'm not gonna sit here in front, but he does have something to say. And what I do like about the Doughboy Troy album is it's not necessarily as revengeful as at least what I'm expecting to be coming from the New Pac. But he definitely is out there, kind of clarifying and putting light to a situation where this man's life was attempted to be taken twice. Like, I think people forget how heavy that really is. Somebody literally tried. It's insane to me that people are questioning the authenticity of Troy Ave. So that's all I got. Please like and subscribe. Comment below. I want to hear what people have to say about Troy Ave and all of you haters that question the legitimate claim in which he's he's real. He ain't sitting there like, man, I just all right, I'm done. I could talk for. I just don't understand who questions this man after everything he's been through. All right, thanks. See ya.